It's your boy, Let's Talk. We back with another video. Alright, man, real fast. I want to jump right into this topic. So, I want to talk about black people and black people always voting against their own interests. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is obviously we have the presidential election coming up between former President Donald Trump and current Vice President Kamala Harris. And although we have a lot more black people now that seemingly to be voting Republican, going against the slave mindset of the democratic slave trade, but you still got so many people on the left, on the democratic side, especially black people, who just blindly votes Democrat. Y'all know the term, vote blue no matter who, without no real investments of what it is they can do for them personally or just for the community itself. And I see this a whole lot. This past weekend, I was just at an event where it was a 30-year anniversary for Pastor Waller of the Edon Tabernacle Baptist Church here in Philadelphia, PA. And of course, it was it was a bunch of black people, and it was a nice event. But of course, the election came up, and talking about Kamala Harris and Donald Trump and Obama came up in the conversation, and talking about what black people have accomplished, and all sorts of things. And while I was there, I listened to it. I'm just like, well, Kamala's plight is not really our plight, so I don't really understand why y'all would put her in the conversation. But all right, just for argument's sake, you want to say she's a black person, okay? But she's not an African American, and she don't really stand for us. Like, if she stood for us, because it don't matter if you're African American or not. Like, if you're black, you're black. Like, prime example, Minister Louis Farrakhan. If people look at his background, his history, his parents wasn't descendants of Africa, but he still identified with the black struggle, the black cause. That's why you got so many people, black people, rocking with him, because he still identified with the black struggle. Kamala Harris is not like that. And let's just say she don't identify with the struggle and everything, because you don't necessarily have to identify with the struggle to be able to help or to contribute to making things better. Because you can be outside of that circumstance, but you can just genuinely have a heart and compassion to want to help people that's less unfortunate. Kind of like a Donald Trump or somebody, right? But she doesn't do that either. All she does is pander, because she know that a lot of you black people are just ignorant to what's really happening and ignorant to policies or lack thereof, and they know that y'all just going to vote for them just because. And just because they know that they got y'all to hate Donald Trump so much, so they're gonna y'all gonna vote for her. And I'm like, why do that? Why vote against your own interests? Because she's on record saying she's not going to do nothing specifically for black people. Her political track record, her career, is somewhat of a bad track record. Like, it's tarnished. If y'all look at everything she's done when she was running for office, just any type of government or state office, everything she's done was just bad. Even Gavin Newsom, someone that I really don't agree with, had to come in and stop her from executing an innocent man when there was proof that he was innocent, but she didn't want to let him go her office because they wanted to fulfill that quota. I just don't get it, but y'all keep rocking for her because she's quote unquote an African American black woman. It's sad, but one thing's for sure, two things for certain: if she does become president, A lot of y'all gonna see, because we have people who see it now with the Biden-Harris administration. You guys, that's why you got so many people waking up. And if she becomes president, I think we're gonna have more people waking up by that time. But by that time, it's gonna be a little bit too late. So that's why it's good for y'all to pay attention to what's going on now. Because if you don't, then uh, you'll end up losing in the end. But I just think that it's just kind of interesting that you still got so many black people doing stuff like this, and they got nothing to show for it in the end. So I just wanted to drop that little, story on y'all, because I just find it funny, and I'm hoping that we can change that sooner rather than later. Because y'all like to say, especially the Democrats, that this might be the last election, to do anything. Well, this actually might be the last election for anybody to do something. So I say, do your due diligence and vote accordingly, and don't just vote off of identity. But let me know what y'all think. Drop your comments down below. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.